Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Monday, July 8th, 2024. Welcome to another entry in my daily vlog, my morning stand-up where I talk about what I've been doing next and how it's going. Trying to make content creation indefinitely sustainable. If you're just joining me for the first time after we met at InfinityCon 2024, welcome. I know we held a panel talking about what I'm doing, talking about making this passion become a reality sort of thing. And I know there were a lot of engaged and interested people there. And I already know that some of them found our main channel. So if they're visiting here for the first time, hi and welcome. I have a long one today. I'm trying to tear through it as quick as I can. Let's talk about Friday first, because this is Monday. So Friday, I had a long list of little tasks to do, you'll recall, and I think I accomplished them. I had some graphics to do. I had to order some stickers and trinkets and stuff to start taking to conventions over the next few months. Place some orders, prep for the panel that I gave at InfinityCon with George on Saturday. I got all that done, certainly. Also, our newest Friday plays dropped on Friday to everyone. And that was about, what did we do? Frostbite for the 2600 from Activision. It was Steve Cartwright's last game for the VCS. Over the weekend, that video's done okay. 3,700 views over the last 3 days. I think we're finding that these Friday plays do consistently middle of the road or better. It's hard to complain about, solid average or better, so what is that, a C+ student, sometimes a B? I'll take it. I also did get my haircut we talked about, and then at the end of the day I decided to go ahead and drive on over to Tallahassee. I still have a house there that my mom lives in, so I was able to stay with my mom and visit her for the evening and then get up Saturday morning and go to the show. So then Saturday, I'll just mention, I went to InfinityCon Tallahassee at the Donald L. Tucker Civic Center there. It was a 2-day event. I just went for 1 day, but George was there for both days. He was actually also partly on the staff for the show. And we held, as I mentioned, a panel about becoming a full-time content creator, what it entails. And among that, I talked about this very vlog, the fact that part of my motivation is to get up in the morning and do this kind of, agile development stand-up because it keeps me motivated. We audio recorded that and on some new equipment, and if the audio of that sounds okay, I'll likely publish that panel as a bonus podcast episode in the near future. I will often take our convention panels and publish them. So I'll try to get to that. It's not on my immediate list, but okay, let's talk. I'm going kind of quick because I do have a lot. Let's talk about stats. Wow, okay. Subscribers did very well over the last few days. Part of it I can attribute to a promo I'm running, but not all of it, because we had not just one blip, but a full 2 or 3 days of blips. You'll remember our subscribers, we were down like half of what they wanted to be. So let's talk about the stats, and I'll tell you what I've seen. On this little chart, I'd like to be right in the middle at 10,000 views per day and 50 subscribers per day. Well, we are right at 10,000 views average over the last 7 days, and nearly 56 subscribers average over the last 7 days. And largely that comes from the last 3 days where we got like 70, 85, 100 and something subscribers. The conventions, those don't hurt, of course. People see us and hear about us at shows, and they join in. Another big benefit of conventions. So there are a lot of little storms happening, very small little storms that are aggregating to create a little burst of subscribers. Not a huge bump in viewership yet, but we hope, that follows. So, oh, speaking of which, a lot of subscribers, milestone. So on Friday, we didn't have a new milestone. We're at 50,500 and something. So over the last few days with a big burst, are we at 50,600? Yeah. Are we 50,700? Yeah. 50,800 and a quarter today. So we crossed 3 milestones over the last 3 days because of the burst of subscribers. So yeah, we're almost at 51 grand, largely in thanks to just this past weekend's bump in subscribers. So pretty cool. Let's talk about today. First, I need to recover from a convention weekend. I don't mean, I need a vacation from my vacation, logistically recover. I'll explain that in a second at the end of this. I need to work on writing a promo script while I was in Tallahassee with George. I shot a little bit of B-roll for a promo that we're working on. I need to shoot another Celebrating Yesteryear. Remember, I got behind last week, trying to catch up this week. Pod preparation for tomorrow. We have a new podcast episode. We'll edit together on Twitch tomorrow. I have to get that laid out on the timeline and get it ready. I also have to prep for an interview later this week. I'm sitting down again with the legend Howard Scott Warshaw, talking about the future of his Yars sequel. So that'll be coming to the channel soon. I'm speaking with him later in the week, so just kind of get together my thoughts and my questions for him. Whew. And that's just Monday. I won't get all that done, I know. But that's what I have on my table to get done. Plus, I got my Moon Limited Edition Alien Abduction box in from Audacity Games. I haven't had time to touch it yet. There's so much going on. It's on the pile of projects to do because I want to show it off, but you want to treat it right? And there's too many other things in priority ahead of it. So get those off my plate and then I can turn to that. So I want to, the last little bit of I said it a lot, I know. Last little bit of the vlog today, I want to talk a little bit about, I mentioned recovering from the convention weekend. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to go. It's really, and I'm also a big believer in, separating travel from work, which is why I kind of traveled Friday and spent Saturday work. I did drive home Saturday, but it was a short show. Really, it's about, for me at least, because this is the headquarters where the majority of GenXGrownUp stuff is. And so when I need to go to a show, I dismantle parts of my studio. I leave my shooting camera stays here, but that's about the only thing. I have, phones and gimbals and tripods and selfie sticks and microphones and battery packs and cables and wires and promo item stickers and pins and whatever things. I have to pack all that stuff up, travel to a show, come back, and then start working, but now I'm working out of a suitcase. I've got to explode that box back out to find the things to work. I have a bag sitting on my table right now of stuff that just goes in this room. I haven't gotten to it yet. And if I can't find something, I'll go to that bag and go, oh, there's where I left that. Stuff that normally stays plugged in, sitting on a box or sitting in its spot, is now everywhere. And that's because, these conventions are working vacations, right? You go there not just to hey, we're hanging out in a cool place with cool people, but also you want to be able to shoot something or record something if you need to turn it into content. Try to turn work into content when you can, and that's how editing the podcast happens. So I try to get back into the swing of things as soon as possible. And this year, there are more than ever. We have Infinity Con, as I said, SFGE coming in a couple weeks. 2 weeks. Wow. Less than 2 weeks now. There's a second Infinity Con in Gainesville. We have the Long Island RetroCon. We have RetroCon in Pennsylvania. We have the show out in Utah. All these things are happening. So it's going to happen over and over and over. So by the time I get good at it this year, it'll be over, and then I can unpack everything and leave it there. So, encouraging bunch of stats over the weekend, and great people that I got a chance to meet. For me, though, it's time to get back to work because it's Monday. So, of course, I will thank you for stopping in to check out today's vlog if that's what you did. If you're here every day, I'm consistently impressed that you are, and I love you so much for being here. Thank you for that. Have a great Monday. Remember to do something good for yourself, and I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.